Hello, wild ones. It's Cole Adams, and I am just back from a trip and a teaching opportunity at Northwest Watercolor Society Paintout here in the Northwest. It's on Sammish Island, and I have lots of video, so you're going to see some of that. But one of the things we worked on, we were working on jelly plates. And we did this painterly gel plate where we did some collage from the gel plate. We did some painting. I'm gonna put you face down so you can really see it. But I did this tree, and then I did another tree, and this was using a charcoal transfer. And I had some loss when I was doing mine. Mine was, obviously I was working on it and helping teach at the same time. So I didn't have perfect transfer, so I'm gonna work on how would I finish this now if I didn't get my exact results. And I'll do that while I talk about how my week went. I'm gonna use some paint pens, both these acrylic markers by Just Art. So Jusart, and then some Sharpie creative markers, which are my favorite paint markers. And I'm going to use those and maybe some Caran d'Ache. We'll see how that goes on there. It's on deli plate paper, so it's not super thirsty paper. I'm not sure that'll actually work. So let's get started. So I taught acrylic, jelly plate, and collage for the week, and it was awesome. Man, I'm in an incredible group of creators, which was so lovely. They were generous with their time, generous with their friendship and their connection, and just such a deep, you could tell that group's some of them have been together for a very long time, and then there's a bunch of new people this time, of which I was one, and it was just lovely. It was a beautiful sight right on the Salish Sea. I'm going to actually highlight this line too and go in and make a second. Kind of feel like I was distracted as I was doing it, so I hit some of the lines and didn't hit others, so I'm just gonna make it up. But yeah, it was such a lovely week, and I loved nurturing growth and like play in the community. I usually bring a lot of laughter and intentionally bringing a lot of energy to the group, because I know that one of my superpowers is allowing myself to really be vulnerable in that space, and I felt good in that. I felt like I had done a good job for them. I got a lot of feedback that it was really nice to have me there, which was great, and I'm hoping that I can come back in the future because it was really lovely. I'm not sure how much I want to outline, and I love taking these pens and putting them on and then kind of blending them out with my finger to kind of match the vibe. I kind of last minute put this stripe of yellow collage in, and I'm so glad I did. I love it. I know where I want to fill in is right here, so I'm going to fill in with this lighter color first and kind of work back to the brown, but it almost has a like birch bark vibe, which I'm kind of digging. Let's see, maybe I can accomplish that same look other places, and I might even need to fix less than I thought. Yeah, so the class was really lovely. We had 3 days worth of classes, And we started with kind of basic gel plate and got some really good pulls. And then we went to more of a collage on the gel plate class. And one of my favorite things to do each day, because I ended up working downstairs and upstairs in the night because my downstairs crew decided that they were ready to go to bed. And so I'd take stuff upstairs, and I ended up just bringing up garbage paper, which was all the papers the class had used and decided that they didn't need anymore. So I took all of those and kind of made this incredible waste paper with it. And I'm very excited to work with that in the future and send a little off to people maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it was such a beloved community. I really enjoyed being a part of it. Something I'd say is so good for our communities is to have ways to integrate new members, and I gave them some suggestions on that, and I really am thinking about that as part of my class structure. Like, how do you bring a new member in? I tried by having the artists share what they had learned, and I'm not sure that was as well received as I thought it might be, because I think it felt like we were an in-group and we weren't ready to have her come in, and that wasn't what I was going for at all. So I need to workshop that a little bit. See, another place I had some loss, so I'm just going in and filling that bright white in. I think this is looking better already, but I need a better contrast. Let me see. This Caran d'Ache Neocolor are one of my favorite tools, and this one I think I could put kind of a shadow in if it stays. I think if I leave it as crayon and don't try to melt it out, I might be okay. Is that a dark enough shadow, or do I just need to go with black? Let's try a little bit of black. Oh yeah. I think that's the move. Just to go around and really do some scratchy textured, especially where kind of the notches are, where all of them come together. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of thoughts, but also what when you start in a new place in art, it's already kind of vulnerable, but how do you show up to a new group? And one of the things I loved to do was ask what's going well for them today. So I kind of got them present in their day, especially, it seems like you always talk to other artists when you're eating dinner or lunch. And one of the beautiful things about this group is they all popped around and sat at different places and really were very open to inviting new folks in. And it was interesting because it was like a come and go group. There's a lot of day use people, so you kind of never knew who was going to be at dinner, which was kind of neat. And there was a lot of folks who were doing some really cool plein air painting, and it was neat to hear how their days had gone, because I definitely got a teeny bit, but definitely did not have time to really go for it. There are some Canadian geese here, and they're being so loud. I hope you guys aren't totally distracted by that. But, oh, this is looking way better with this black. Yeah, I think I'm really liking that. But, yeah, just kind of how I always had a couple of questions ready to go and just get people talking about themselves, and it's always like a pretty good thing. One of my other favorite questions, which I didn't ask this week, but I should have, is like, what's the best mentor advice you've ever received? It's such a beautiful opening question because it usually allows people to talk about people who might have passed or mentors in the past. And you never know what people are going to say. It's so interesting. I always love getting that answer. And I've just been thinking about like nurturing really strong communities. I added to my like check-in sheet to ask for their snail mail because I've been sending a lot of art mail lately, and I just finished writing a whole bunch of letters to these folks, and just thanking them for not only attending the class but just their generosity during the week. And I can't wait to see if that little seed spreads joy in the group. I'm always hoping for more joy. It's fleeting right now, at least in my life, and I really love to encourage it. And I'm so happy to be a part of a vibrant art community and inviting people into the joy of it. So I hope. What are your thoughts?
So there's this, and we were saying we could do like a window.
In a window, yep.
Yeah, or like even just put them on the ledge.
Yeah, I think I want them on a ledge too. Yeah. At least I do. Yeah. You don't have to be me. Like you could make the ledge out of a separate piece of collage paper and collage that on to this because it won't go through your cats, right? Okay. Your cats are predominant. Yeah. They're standing proud on your surface. Can I make it with a strip at the top? You can do whatever the heck you want. I think that's actually a great idea.
Or I have the roller paper from it, probably.
Ooh, that one, maybe? That could
be. I got 100 faces I'm doing, so I got a face.
We'll find some.
Part of my class. I like your face.
I like that you're throwing everything at that class. It's part of my class. I gotta do
it. Put a face on it.
These are so cool. These were all printed with tiles from the hardware store. Yeah. You're getting there. A little damp in spots, but it'll be okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
I think you're okay. It's coming off. It looks ready to go. We're just gonna have to hit that edge with just a little bit of extra. But you could move it at that point. Ooh, came off. You've enjoyed seeing how I'm updating this. I'm going to keep working on it, and I probably will add a little less texture in the background. I might go in with a gouache or probably an acrylic mask and kind of mask in around the yellow. I think that would really improve it. I don't want to go too far, so I probably will, I don't want to go too far. So I'm going to sit with it for a minute, but I love those little touches I added and how it really pulled the tree out. And I hope to continue to work on this piece, but it's so nice to have these deli plate poles that you can kind of really play with for a while. I have to figure out what kind of background I want to put this on. If you're liking this content, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment. How do you nurture your art communities? And if you don't have an art community, I really strongly suggest to go out and try to find one locally that you can actually meet up with, because it is such a blessing and such a good thing to have friends for the journey. And what is a question you ask to nurture those bonds and those connections? Please like and subscribe, and send it to a friend who you want to do art with. That's always fun. And then I will see you next time. And take care of yourself, take care of each other, and take care of this one precious earth.